Saturday, Crypto Pirate. Welcome to your Discourse Syndicate. Captain RG3 here, steering the ship, and empty house tonight. So, I mean, how the hell do you stream the day after you get an 8-hour stream? I was up all night. I woke up like 2 or 3 times listening to Richard talk through my Apple earpods in, turned on the stream, sat there and listened. You guys were killing it in the freaking voice chat. Killing it. That was awesome. Great questions, great engagement. Really liked it. Hexkin's good job. Great job, Richard. 8 hours. I mean, I think that Richard really wanted to go on record saying I kind of called the top if there was a top. Because he called all the top signals. I mean, it's true. It looks just like, it looks worse than 2017. I'm going to be completely honest. It looks worse. It looks like 2017 on steroids and dope. I mean, it is freaking bad right now. The shit that's going on with this, all the hype, the IPOs, this coin's getting ready to do this and this coin's getting ready to do that, and this, all the promises are out there. It's just pretty insane looking out there for a big splash. But like Richard said, like we all said, it looks so different that maybe something different can happen. So is it like gonna moon to 100, 180K or some crazy shit like that? It's possible. So another one of those situations where could go up, could go down, could go sideways, that kind of shit. So, but the signals for the top are all in. All the things that happened in 2017 are here and on steroids and dope. So it looks like the top, but who knows with this crazy world and what's been going on, man? Who knows? Let me say hello to everybody in the chat room. Like I said, I know everybody's probably burnt on streaming right now, and we don't have a guest. So, but I'm gonna sit here and chat with you guys. What I'm gonna try and do is, so I've been like jumping in the voice chat on HEX on the HEX chat room in TG. So what I'm going to try and do is do what Richard did and actually take questions and talk to I've been wanting to do that, but I haven't been able to figure it out. So Richard figured it out somehow. But now I think it's a good tool for us to be able to engage. It's one thing to engage the chat, but to actually have people talking, engaging with you, it's a really cool situation. Just like radio. So I created a Telegram channel called DS Talk Live. So if you go to t.me/DS Talk Live, you should be able to get into the voice chat in there, and into that Telegram group. Let's see. I see somebody, Banny, just came in. So I'll let a few more people join. Let me know if you can get in there. If you can actually, I don't see anybody in the voice chat yet. So, but it's there if you want to jump in real quick, at least so that I can test it, see if the damn thing works. I'm going to have to figure it out. Maybe run it through, what do you call it? Streamlabs OBS and see if that does there's Hex Monkey. Okay, so I got some people going in there. So let me say hello. Hey, Russ, what's happening? Thanks for smashing the likes. Yes, everybody, smash the like buttons. Hex Squadron, time to go. Yep, time to hit the waves. Man, dude, I want to hit the waves so bad, but it's been one of those weeks, and it's going to be one of those weekends. I think I might even have to work on Saturday, which sucks ass, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Marcavelli, what's happening, buddy? Sig Hex 148 here. COG, what's up, dude? D'Artagnan, hey, what's up? Machiavelli 23, the low we switched. I'm not sure what that means. A lot of stream crossing tonight. Oh, we got other streams going too. Yeah, we're gonna have that. It's gonna happen. It's how can you stop it? So it's all recorded, so you can go sit live wherever you want to sit live, and then watch whatever's going on, or whatever's going on out there that you want to watch, because not everybody wants to watch the dirty old pirate show. There's a lot better streams out there, believe you me. Timmy B, what's up? And Johnny No Good, Hexander, Maddie Allen. Maddie Allen is moving and shaking. Hey, there we go. We got some people popping in the voice chat, so that's going to be cool. I'm going to see if it works, guys. I don't know if I got it working right to where I can get the sound pushed into the stream, but we'll give it a shot. Let me give it a try here. D'Artagnan is in there. Let me unmute you. Allow to speak. How's that? Hey, D'Artagnan, you there? Everything's good. Thanks, man. Hey, chat room. Did you guys actually hear that on stream? Can you hear D'Artagnan talking? Let's see. Say something again, D'Artagnan. Can you guys hear him? He was just now talking. So if you heard him, let me know. Nope. No, we cannot hear him. Okay. Let me try something else here. I think what I have to do is turn this into a feed. No, audio is not getting through on YouTube. Okay. Fuck. I know I'm going to have to probably run it through OBS, and I still haven't figured out how to push audio through OBS yet. Hold on one second. Let me check something here. For some reason, when I go to run audio through OBS, it has you do not only an input, but an output. Let me see if that's what it is. Boom, boom, boom. All right, where the freaking hell did OBS just go? There it is. Get it smaller. Sure is nice having two screens. I like two screens. A lot of people are running 3 now. Shit, I'm just barely catching up with the 2. Let's see, audio. Okay. Let's see. Let me add a device. Browser, display, audio input capture, built-in microphone, other device, add source, audio input capture, device. Okay, that's not going to work because that's just looking for an audio source. But, well, sorry, the show's coming to a screeching halt. Audio is so smooth. Well, thank you. That's mine, but I want to get everybody else's. Fellows, pay me HEX. What up, Captain? Fellow South Bay local here. Yo, what up, South Bay? Love that place, man. Gosh, it's been some good ass times in Manhattan Beach and down there at Fashions down there on the Strip. My buddy used to own that nightclub down there. Oh my gosh, what an awesome freaking time that was. Any of you have ever been out to Redondo or Hermosa Beach or Manhattan Beach down here in SoCal? Really nice place down there. It's just freaking party central. Well, it used to be back in the day. I don't know what it is these days, but down there on the Strand, they called it. There's like a boardwalk and a pier and all that. And Fashions nightclub was on the pier. My buddy owned it. We used to hang out there back when I worked in the radio station days. And Hermosa, Redondo Beach, A1. Yep. And used to hang out with all the old all the old volleyball players. The what were they called? The doggone it, the beach volleyball guys, Karch Karai and St. John Smith and all them. They used to freaking tear it up down there. A lot of good times. If you ever do come out and you don't want to sit in the cesspool that's LA, you want to go visit someplace, that area right there, Hermosa, Redondo Beach, all that's like really nice area to go stay. Go get you a B&B down there or something. And freaking awesome party spot. And if you're older and you don't want to party, there's all kinds of other stuff to go. Restaurants, nice places, nice beaches, really cool. I'm a beast at volleyball. Modern Simplicity says, nice. Well, you oh man, I forget what this freaking guys call their league. AVP, right? AVP, yeah. Okay, so sorry guys, I can't get the audio working. I am going to have to try pushing that or find out how Richard did it. Richard pushed that audio somehow, so I'm going to have to figure out, because I don't think he uses StreamYard like I do. He's probably got some freaking OPSEC shit that he runs his stream through, but yeah, I use StreamYard, and I don't know if they, let me see if they see video audio. Let me see, share audio. Adjust my volume. No, I got to find a way to get the input to come through, but no, not yet. We'll get this figured out, and we'll make it happen. We got the room set up, so anybody who joins t.me/DS Talk Live, that's where you're going to be able to join, and during the stream we'll have a voice chat up, and we'll be able to talk to folks live on stream. So anyway, so exciting news today was the IPO. So let's take a look at the Coinbase IPO. Where did that son of a bitch end up at? I saw it went nuts. I've been at work all day, so I don't have any idea what happened. Everything you need to know. Coinbase IPO. Let's see what happened. No, that was yesterday. This is an article from yesterday. Where did it? 338. 800 toll free. Speak with. Call 1-800-HEXACON toll free to speak with RG3. Yeah, that might work, man. That might work. Coinbase 338. So is that where it ended up today at the close of the bell? It's funny because in crypto that's the coolest thing, because in the stock market you have, you wake up, the bell rings and everybody goes to work, and then the bell closes and it shuts down, and then there's the weekend. But I guess they do have after hours trading and all that shit. I don't know how all that works really, but I know that 328 is that where it's at right now, Corey? But anyway, it ends up what do you call it, trading after hours and on weekends, but nothing like crypto. Crypto's like all the time, nonstop, 24/7, 365, unless they turn the switch off on you on your favorite exchange or coin that you're trading. I mean, the bell, the thingy on YouTube. Yeah. Click that bell. That's what you want to do. Click the damn bell. So insider trading on that shit pre-IPO, so corrupt. You know what, Tobalroos? I'm sure you're right, but what isn't? What isn't full of insiders? What isn't full of people front running things? I mean, the SEC regs are kind of a joke on everything. There is so much of that bullshit that goes on. They get who they want to get, and there's just, and gosh, crypto is even worse. I mean, my goodness. I mean, some of you have seen it. Some of you have been around for the last couple of years, have seen, what goes on in the back rooms and what goes on in the trading and shit. I mean, Juicy Somolet says, we headed into a bear market. Is this the top? You know what? I'm gonna so Walt, Walt's raising his hand, so I'm gonna just go ahead and answer these guys and talk to you guys on about the question. So what's up, Walt? Yep. So your question is why is he moving hex to pulse chain, or why doesn't he move to pulse or hex to pulse chain with instead of splitting hex? Well, it's not about splitting. What it does is when you fork, you create a copy of your network state, and so that fork, now you exist in two different spots: the history of where it was, and then the new created history, which is your fork, right? Your new blockchain, so to say. And so an exact copy was made, it will be made at that point, and then the market gets to choose which hex they want to use, or both. It's like a parallel reality. So does that answer your question? Gotcha. So you're saying that he can like forklift move it from one chain to another, like moving it onto a whole nother chain, like Tron or Cardano or anything like that. Yeah. Well, I mean, first of all, in order to do so, and yeah, he did say that was an option. That was always an option. But in order to do so, there has to be something worthy of doing that type of an operation. And at this point, there isn't. And the advantage is to fork ETH versus to try and forklift it onto something that isn't working or doesn't have the network capabilities and stability and securities that Ethereum has. So that's why the decision was made to do it the way it's being done. So well, it doesn't work that way when you fork. So what he was asking was, how come you can't just make Pulse and then move Hex over to Pulse? Yeah, you've got to realize that there's some game theory going on here too, and there's game theory, and there's advantages to doing it this way versus just picking it up and putting it somewhere and leaving it in the same system state. Somebody did say, I want to answer that. I want to talk to that real quick. It says, hold on one second. It said Daniel says can never be removed from Ethereum. I don't think that's true, Daniel. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's true, to be honest. But I could be wrong. Can never be removed from Ethereum. Maybe in theory, or not in theory, but in desire, you won't want to remove it from Ethereum. I don't know if that's what you're saying, or if you're saying physically it can't be done. I didn't know that that's the case, if that is the case. But anyway, so yeah, Walt. So there's more going on here than just trying to keep the existing system state and bringing it over nice and gentle and without any disruption and just putting it on a good chain. There's game theory involved in all of this, and airdrops and forking and duplicate coins and all this stuff. There's a lot of game theory going on here, and the master of that is Richard. Richard's a master of game theory, and he's putting together a real nice hand to lay on the table for us, and it's going to be cool to watch. Yeah, exactly. Hold on one second, Walt. So hold on, Walt, because it's hard for me to just sit here and listen to you while everybody else is watching. So they're going to be like, what the hell is he saying? So he says he understands that now there's two different avenues to go, and there's game theory happening. So yeah, that's exactly what's happening here, is that instead of just one state, now you're going to have game theory in two separate states. And then, consensus people are going to, decide which token is going to hold the value. So. Yeah, so that's the hopes. Yeah, that's the hopes. I think from what I understood last night was, yeah, bring other tokens or other coins over to, you know, the Pulse blockchain, of course. Yeah. Yeah, if they're in existence, yeah, they would that would be a duplicate of them too. And I don't know exactly how. So you can wrap things too. You know, you can wrap tokens and bring them over, and there's all kinds of different things that they can do. So that's why it's almost mental masturbation to be talking about all these different things, because there's so first of all, Ethereum has all these new innovative systems in play, like the roll-ups and all the ZK stuff. And now with 2.0 coming out and their EIP rules coming into play. So there's all this stuff going on with Ethereum. There's all these things that could happen in the fork. There's all kinds of different game theories that can play out here. So for us to I mean, it's fun because we can all like, well, what if this happens? Well, what if this happens? Well, what if this happens? So we can all contemplate on it, but really we don't know exactly what Richard's doing. And then there's all kinds of things that they could do, like putting out a DEX and you know, having a stable coin. There's just so many different things that are getting ready to be played out. And my thought on all of this, as I'm seeing it come to fruition, as I'm seeing, you know, as soon as he said I'm going to fork ETH, I was like, wow, that's cool. And then my mind expanded very quickly, like, wow. So HEX, as we know it, as Hexkins know it, and as people who have studied what HEX is, know that it is the best thing in crypto. It's the only interest-bearing crypto that is has no downtime, has shot up monstrously over its launch phase. Nobody has ever gotten rug pulled or scammed or any issues whatsoever with HEX. So we know it's solid, you know. So now to see what he's going to do with a chain. So it was like, okay, create a coin, then create the network that coin is going to exist on, was brilliant. If this wasn't the plan, it's a beautiful, freaking brilliant plan, because now not only do you create a solid, it's like creating Bitcoin and then creating Ethereum and having Bitcoin on Ethereum, but Bitcoin is improved with interest-bearing staking capabilities, and more security and audited, which, see, he basically made HEX to be the Bitcoin of the future. And now he's going to use the best of what Ethereum has and create his own chain that it exists on. So it's like taking the best of both worlds. It's like improving ETH, improving Bitcoin, improving ETH, and then putting them together. It's like what crypto needed. It's everything it needed. It needed Ethereum to be fixed. It needed Bitcoin to be fixed, and they needed to be existing somewhere else. And that's what he did. That's exactly what he did. So now my thought, my big expansive thought, my moon boy thought is, this is going to change crypto forever. Everything else is shit compared to what is about to come with Pulse and HEX. It's like starting all over, starting from scratch with integrity and a real crypto, and more than likely Pulse is going to be as solid a product as HEX is, if not better. And I think that he's about to corner the whole crypto market. Once all the shit show is over with all of this shit. Now, remind you people that there's a couple of $1 trillion in unstable shit out there right now. Those guys didn't do anything to. I'm sorry. They're all making these big announcements right now, like back in the ICO days. Oh, we got this coming out. We got that coming out. It's happening right now, right now, right now. Institutional money is pouring in. Stupid things are happening. Celebrities are getting involved. I just saw the most wonderful commercial on television right now for Coinbase's IPO. It was beautiful. It was beautifully done. and it throws Bitcoin out there like it's something super, super special, and Coinbase is the part of it, you know, and all of this stuff coming is just a hint and a half for crypto's ass that it's about to happen again. They're not ready. They're not ready. They didn't do anything for those last 3 years, and Richard was building shit, and they were freaking riding around in Lamborghinis, you know, freaking bouncing women around and stuff. I mean, that's what those guys were doing. They weren't building anything. I didn't see any announcements over the last couple of years of what they were doing, how they were doing anything. It was just fucking dead. It was dead. I think a bunch of them took profits and walked, and they were smashing chicks and you know, snorting cocaine and driving around their Lamborghinis, you know, and all this stuff that they had 3 freaking years to have shit done. 3 years. That's an eternity in technology, an eternity, and they did nothing. And now they're coming out with more promises as the bull market is raging. Promises in the middle of a bull market. Of course, why not have big announcements and big promises right now? You think that you said that HEX, you think that HEX is going to do what for 30 years? Gotcha. So you're thinking that the new Pulse chain is going to allow you the opportunity to stake for 30 years or more because of the fees and everything, right? That's true. He said that the only thing that we could do was 15 years because of Ethereum. It was because of the fees would be too high any further than that, or the calculations couldn't take place because of the how much the fees were going to be. It was going to be astronomical once you go past 15 years. And it might have been there might have been something even more restrictive to, like, they couldn't even go beyond that, not only because of the fees, because of something else. I'm not sure on that, but I think that there was something else there. Limit should be same 5555 because the same contract. Oh, okay. So Russ is saying that it might be the same contract, so it'll have to be 5555. Well, if the system state is moved over and the stakes are in there, then you know what? You're probably right. You're probably right. So you know what, Walt, just to answer your question, it's probably not going to be able to happen where you can stake 30 years. Plus, I don't want to fucking stake for 30 years. That's the last damn thing I'm even thinking of putting on my mind is 30 years. That's staking it for somebody else, not for me. That's for damn sure. It would work. What he said was that 30 years would be good for grayscale trading for you know, like funds to grab up 30-year stakes, and you know, they can sell their paper, their wrapped HEX or their paper HEX or whatever. Yeah. So anyway, hey, thanks a lot, Walt. I appreciate you coming on and asking some questions. So let me throw them out there. Boom. Well, that's not working well, but it will be cool. I'll be glad to have this working. Let's see. It will be everything the same. It already works. Why fuck it up? He said that last night. Yeah, I believe you're right. You know, why fuck it up? But you know, people are just talking, man. Fucking cool your jets, buddy. Cool your jets. Everybody's just kind of, you know, speculating on what could be, what could happen. There's going to be some changes. There's going to be some changes, and there's going to be some new game theory here, and maybe new pumpamentals, maybe new referral programs or something. You know, some kind of way to capitalize on the system. So Children of the Grave, I sure hope so, bud. I sure hope I got 3 5555s left in me. If I got 3 Cuatro Cincos, I'd be very, very happy to have 3 Cuatro Cincos left. All I really need is one. One's going to make me just as happy as I need to be. I mean, how much money do you really need? Just a little more. That's what I always say. Just a little more. little more money is all I really need. But yeah, the Quattro Cinco will probably be about as much as I'm going to need. I think that I'll be happy and doing what I want to be doing. Yep, I'll be surfing for 5555. I've got buddies that they're pushing in their 70s and they're still surfing. So I mean, healthiest guys I know too. They're just jamming it out there. Something about it. Something about being in that ocean. Something about being grounded like that is just it's good for the soul. Good for the health. Getting out in the ocean's always good. Getting out in the water. Period. That's why I always gotta live near the ocean. Let's see. BG HEX. I just need 14 pulses in my life. Yeah, 14. Oh boy, that's fun, huh? All right. Any other question? Anybody want to come in and join me? Let's see. Let me do this here. I'm gonna put some down here. Watching the beach volleyball honeys. Yep. I'm going to throw a link in there if anybody wants to come hang out for a quick one. I was thinking about, I don't know about you guys, but so as soon as I got home from work last night, Richard decided to stream. So threw the earplugs in, I was listening to the stream and kind of like, hanging out with the family, playing with the 4-year-old, messing around with the dinner and getting something to eat. Sat my phone down next to me, incognito. I was listening, talking to everybody, and then snuck off into my man cave and chilled out. Got a little bed in the man cave, and before I knew it, I was falling asleep. I didn't know he was going to stream so damn long, man. He just kept going and going, and then when he brought the chat in and was able to talk to people, that was great, man. I really, really liked that. I thought that was awesome that, we were, oh wait, there it is. Yeah, there's the link. So, I thought it was awesome that he was taking calls and talking to everybody. You could really hear in his interaction with the Hexicans, how respectful he is for all of us and how much he really cares and values everybody's opinions. Like even, I've heard Richard snap a lot at people who ask questions that, are kind of like, hey, I've already asked that, or come on, I fucking told you that already. I've heard him, snap at people like that. But he was very cordial to everyone and was very patient. And even when people asked the question for like the third time in like 4 or 5 hours, he was like, hey, I did answer that before. So it was really cool to see how he was interacting with all the Hexicans. And I was proud to say that the DS Cutthroats were his only troll for the evening. Way to go, Papa B. Proud of you. Of course, we had to have a little trolling in there. Let Richard know that we were still there, right? Pirates got a pirate, right? Oh, and no, it's not tequila. It's kombucha. I love this kombucha, man. It's so good. So good. It's like one of my guilty pleasures, but I guess it's healthy for you. So it's not bad, but I like the ginger ale one, man. It's freaking good. I make my own too. But this stuff is, for some reason, the store-bought stuff is just really good. Anyway, I'm actually kind of bummed out that there was no real troll showing up in the chat. I think that it's become known in crypto, and believe me, I've been talking to a lot of influencers behind the scenes, and people that write articles and people that are out in the crypto community, because we're actually starting to get noticed, guys, for reals. People are noticing us. People are talking to us, wanting to come on the show, wanting us to get on their shows. So there's stuff going on, but I think that fuck, I lost my train of thought now. Where was I at? Where was I going with that? Fuck, I hate that. You know what I did? I read the chat and it freaking flipped me out, and I forgot what I was going to say. God damn it. anyway, but yeah, watching him. We're getting noticed. Yeah, we're getting noticed out there, and I think that people are afraid to come in and do what they had been doing in the past. It's like they see how strong the Hexagon community is, and that we will pull your covers. Like, we won't just roll over and let you call us scammers or Ponzi's. We're too educated for all that shit. And especially on a Richard stream, people aren't going to come on because he's destroyed everybody. And I don't mean destroyed by like embarrass them by insulting them or like just fighting with them. I mean, he's embarrassed them by destroying their objections. You know, he just wrecks their objections and schools them right in front of everybody. And I think that a lot of these crypto people are too soft to go up against that, and they don't have the constitution to actually go, you know what, you're right, and then thanks for educating me. Ain't none of them have that kind of fucking balls. They're little wreck plebs out there. This is the biggest group of fucking snowflakes I've ever seen. So sensitive, so fucking sensitive. I mean, it's insane how sensitive they are. They just cannot stand being questioned when they think they're so damn smart. Yeah, Richard snatches their soul. Exactly. Well, he doesn't even snatch their soul. He's just a peer. He's a peer. He is in crypto, and he's educating them. You know, they come in confidently and FUD his project or say something wrong, and he educates them. And rather than have the fucking constitution, the balls, the nads, the know without to understand that they just learned something and say thank you and appreciate that and act like a human being or a grown up or whatever, they just continue their failed, feeble arguments. And it's just, I just can't believe the shit that goes on out there. I have enough fucking, what do you call it, humility to know that I don't know. And you guys educate me all the time, you know, and that's how it should be. You should, if you're wrong, you're fucking wrong. If somebody teaches you something, they teach you something. And if somebody teaches you something you don't think they're right, then, well, hey, I got to go verify that first before I can sit here and say you're right. But you know what? You could be. And maybe I am wrong, you know, that kind of thing. But people just don't do that anymore, especially in the space. They're like so fragile. So, hey, somebody come to join me. My boy, one of my guys here. Let's see, everybody. Marcavelli, what's up, dude?
What's up? How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How's it going with you?
Just chilling. Yeah, that 8 hours of Richard is a lot to digest, huh?
It's a lot, man. Like I said, I actually ended up falling asleep, man, and woke up with Richard in my head. I was like, oh shit, man. I used to do that back in the COVID days when we first, right before the, you know, when the launch was just happening. I'd sit there and listen to hours of his streams, you know, and just kind of fall asleep with him, wake up with him, stream, go, fuck, I got to go back and listen to that one again.
Yeah, I fell asleep to him too last night. I couldn't quite make it.
Yeah, well, there's 8 hours in there to go back and listen to if anybody wants to. So I'm sure there's a lot of nuggets in that thing. He answered a lot of questions, and I don't know. He left a lot of things on the table still, but revealed a lot of things too. I think that there's a lot of there was a lot of undertones there where he was kind of giving away a little bit of some of the secrets, and the fact that sometimes he was hesitating and stopping, answering questions and saying, well, I want to tell you this. No, I'm not going to tell you that. So it was like, oh, okay, I know where he was going with that one, you know? And yeah, there were some pretty cool moments in there from what I heard.
Yeah, it was hard for him to divulge information with him, you know, it's not released yet, so he can only say so much. So it's, yeah, I was just listening to like Matty Allen's live as well, and he was saying how, you know, because he can't divulge all that information, that he's kind of letting the community guess what he may already have figured out because he's so many steps ahead of us. He's like,
Uh-huh.
let's see if they pick up on what's going to happen. Let's let them
I
play
think,
around and
I
guess.
think another thing
Like
that happens, I think another thing that happens that he thrives on is that us as the community will put something out there that is like freaking like so out there, like holy shit, this could happen, and we FOMO everybody and get everybody FOMOing, and that's not even the direction he's really going in, and we did that with Big Payday, and we created a lot of FOMO that way. There was a lot of people going fuck, and so I think that it's a good healthy thing that we're creating all the excitement and the FOMO before it even launches, because you never know, some of the shit we're talking about probably not even going to apply.
yeah, absolutely. I love
Right
it. And he might be going live with Hexo tomorrow, or he's actually I think they're putting it off a little bit because he just went or whatever.
Yeah. I think he's
But
going to be busy. And me and Hexo both try to get him on stream over the next couple of weeks, but he's just slammed, man. He's slammed. So let him go do his thing, because that's what we need him doing. We don't need him sitting here talking on stream. He gave us 8 hours. I think that's what it was. We were both trying to get him on. So giving us 8 hours, now he can go back to work and say, oh, fuck you guys, leave me alone now. Let me go to work. So hats off. Good job, Richard. 8 hours was fine. We'll make it till the end of the month now. Go get to work, put your head down and go get the shit done. So
yeah, it's just a big day, day 500. And then like, who's the one dude? Some dude died. Bernie Madoff died today.
Yeah, Bernie died.
Like,
whoo, man. Bernie Madoff. Damn. That was in prison, of course, because why? I think Bernie Madoff. Let me see how did he die?
It was the same. No, natural causes.
Let's see. Oh yeah, he was 82. So I mean, fuck.
But I'm not even gonna.
What's that?
He at his last day, the cameras went off, and then he was partnered with the same dude that partnered with Epstein, right? but it was natural causes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was 82. 82 in prison is a hard way to live, 82.
Yeah, Epstein barely made it like a couple weeks or something. So yeah,
man, yeah, he's he got in a lot of trouble, man. Trying to rob people. It's people just get greedy. There's so many ways to make money legitimately versus trying to rip people off. By the way, thanks, Bill Pitts. Appreciate the $4.99 drop on us on the super chats. Thank you. So yeah, he messed with so many lives, man. He deserved everything. I think the dude got like 150 years is what he ended up getting. And I mean, he was like the Ponzi scheme master. If you ever want to like see what a real Ponzi scheme looks like, then Bernie Madoff was the king of the Ponzi scheme. I mean, shit, that's it doesn't get any more textbook after that. Textbook than that. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that was like, so let me see if it was 2009, I think, is 2010. Second anniversary of his father's death in 2000. Oh, one of his kids killed himself. 2010. Yeah, so his father was in prison, sentenced in 2012. So he spent the last 9 years of his life in prison. 9 years at 82.
I would have to know the guy that did the autopsy. I would have to have gone to school with him, known his mother. I would have to know that guy really well to take any autopsy report notification from any person on any topic of any, like, it's whatever. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Who knows? I don't know.
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it was worth it. Would you want to retire in prison at age 70, 71 and stay in prison for the last 10 years of your life? Man, I'm sorry. I'd rather be stone cold broke and have my freedom than live in the joint for the last 10 years of my life at that age. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, well, I mean, he I mean, it's a Ponzi scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. It's like defining what those are. It's like, I mean, how's that? How close is that to Social Security? I don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert on the words or whatever. I mean, but I mean, whose money did he take away? I watched some of that stuff, and it's like, I mean, they're not hurting for that $1 million, so whatever.
Well, no,
A lot of the people.
He got a lot of people's money. He took a lot of money from a lot of people. There weren't just wealthy folks that he got money from, but he robbed from everybody. He was the Ponzi schemer. And but I mean, when you look at it though, it's like, what makes a person need that kind of money versus living? I don't know. You and I were working guys. We've never had like, a crap ton or whatever. I've never lived in the lap of luxury. I live well. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't have it bad by any means, but I came from poor. I mean, I grew up in the ghetto and we didn't have anything. And, there was no fancy clothes. There was, bicycle I had to buy, steal, whatever, I mean, I didn't have any of that shit. I grew up you didn't keep shit in the ghetto. It was taken from you and you took it back and that kind of shit. It was, I grew up in that way. And then, into a life where I worked for a living and provided for a family, but I've never had it to where, it was freaking marble instead of linoleum,
Yeah. It would have to just come to a point where you're just feeding your ego to such a insane level. It's like, oh, $1 billion wasn't enough. Like, I'm going to create a cryptocurrency, have people stake it for 15 years. I already have billions of dollars and now I'm going to rug pull. No,
which brings me to like, people's impression of Richard, like he's that type to do something like that. And it's a zero-sum game. You don't win that, you just don't win that game. You end up getting caught. All these guys end up getting caught. And it's just not worth it. And the beautiful thing about HEX is it's not, so Bernie's strategy was built on lies and a shell game from the beginning. So his whole thing was built from lies from the beginning. And Richard built a trustless, interest-bearing crypto. I mean, it's done. There is no lie there. In fact, it's a contract that is immutable. So on top of it not being a lie, it's the most solid contract that you can get a hold of. It's on the blockchain. It's there. You operate it. Nobody else does. It's open source. You do what you want with it. Richard has nothing to do with it actually. So having that being said, he does have, or somebody does have access to, a large pool of the holdings, which, at this point is like, all it's going to do is create billions and billions of dollars in revenue because of it. Why take from it? You know what I mean? So leaving it legit, leaving it as a good custodian, the OA I'm speaking of, you've created even larger wealth. You've created even more stable product. You've done what all of the good companies in the world have done, which is one good actor is holding the vast majority of the stock or the holding or the interest in the company, the controlling interest of the company, and it's doing in its best interest to keep it. It's working in its best interest to keep it profitable and working and moving forward. And that's what we got. We don't have what people have called a Ponzi or any of that. So
yeah, I've heard that FUD from a lot of different directions, comparing it to, all types of different things. I don't even know that last thing that you were just talking about. Yeah.
Can't lie. I also fell asleep with Richard in my ear. Yeah, man, it was getting late. I just couldn't take it anymore. Not that it was boring, because every bit of it, I was hanging on every word. I always do. When Richard gets on stream, man, I just want to know what's going on, man. I just want to know what's going on. Great to see Machiavelli and the captain. Yeah. All right.
Arr.
Man, you guys are great. You guys are all of you guys. I loved your attitudes and your spark, your fire, the way you guys all defend Hex and Hexicans. You guys are all great, man. You've created a great community of a brotherhood, a band of crypto brothers and sisters. And speaking of sisters, the ladies of Hex are going to be doing a stream at the end of the month. And I do believe that Richard has committed to that one. He told me and Hexo to go fuck ourselves, but he's going to be committed to the gals. You're going to go hang out with them.
When's it? At the end of the week, you said?
At the end of the month, they're going to be doing on the last Friday right before the effing hangout. So yeah, they're gonna go.
Right before the effing hangout, like it's just gonna be a short stream, not 8 hours.
No, yeah, we're just gonna let them go. We're just gonna let the girls go. If Richard hangs out with them for longer, I'll just let the effing hangout go and let the gals hang out with them, because.
And we're just trolling from the t.me chat.
Yeah, we can just troll from the chat, which is Sammy, and the gals, they deserve it, man. They put together a cool little show that they're all doing now, and it's working out. So we're gonna let them have their way with Richard. Let the ladies of Hex have their way with Richard.
They deserve it.
They deserve it. So, gosh, I love this stuff. All right. Anybody got any questions for us in the chat room? Because I don't want to go too much longer, because I still got my 4-year-old up, and he would love to play treasure map with me. We've now that he knows his dad's a pirate, he got his sister to make him a treasure map, and now we hide things in the house, and we play treasure map. Now we play pirate. So we got a couch, we got a ship, and we sail to the island. And he how the kids play hot lava on the floor, like it's hot lava. Well, he calls it hex coin. So there's hex coin on the floor. You gotta watch out for the hex coin. I'm like, well, where did he get this from? So he calls it hex coin.
To the moon.
Yeah. So we sail our ship to the island, but you gotta watch out for the hex coin, because it'll get you.
Yeah.
So anyway, what is going on? Serena, hey, look, Serena's in the chat. What's happening, Serena? OG. And you ever gone to Serena's channel and like watched her original videos? Her original Hex videos? She I think she put out like the first Hex video on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people know that. I think she was before Hexo, and before, who else was there? Were some other guys that were doing stuff in the early days. Hey, Serena. Gosh, yes, I did. Yes, she did. She did put out the first video. So if you go in there and look at her YouTube, you can see the first Hex YouTube video, and she was teaching people how to stake and talking about Hex and all that stuff. So it was like the first bit. Oh, Timmy B too. Yep, Timmy B. He was like one of the first in the front seat of his vehicle, parked out in some lot somewhere, some dirt lot somewhere after work, and he was putting out his videos too. So it was Timmy and Serena.
Somebody was asking if RH spoke about encapsulated stakes at all.
You know what? I'm going to have to. That's one of the things that I want to go and check out because I didn't hear anything about that, but I could have fallen asleep while somebody asked. I'm sure somebody asked that. So, yeah. Did anybody hear Richard talk about encapsulated stakes last night without having to go through the 8 hours of streaming?
Yeah, I mean, I just think of like encapsulated stakes almost like the like margin trading, which he was for like margin trading, I believe, on the Pulse chain. Like that was one of the things he wanted to see over there. And I just kind of look at, encapsulated stake kind of in the same.
He wants people to get fucking.
I know that's what's like whatever. Like stakers.
This is not something you want to margin trade on. I mean, look at the chart, man. I'm telling you, every dip gets bought up seconds later. Like you can't cross a limit order and just drop this thing. It's like boom. It's like spring loaded. You will get wrecked if you try and short HEX. Yeah. It's like they're gonna fucking stay away from it. I mean, it almost might be like maybe it'll last for a few months or something, and then everybody's gonna say, stay away from that fucking shit, man. Don't short that shit. Yeah, he really didn't talk about it to any degree, encapsulated stakes. Okay. He said he had to change his priority to Pulse chain. Oh, okay. So knocking out Pulse chain versus trying to make an encapsulated stakes, a whole different product. So why mess with that right now? Gotcha. Yep. Oh, that makes sense. Why would he mess with that stuff when he's got no reason to at this point, Let's see. What else, chat room? If not, I'm gonna call it a night and run off and go play with my kid because that's a lot of fun. I love hanging out with you guys. I really, really do. But 2, 3, 4 hour streams every night, especially after an 8 hour. Hope Dan Bazarian's coming into the stream. Hold on 1 second. Turn on your camera, bro. You there? Hold on 1 second, guys. We got somebody coming in here. I don't know who it is. I don't usually just let people come up here that don't run their camera. Is it that you can't? Maybe it's a troll. Let's let him in anyway. Dan Bazarian, you there?
Hey man, I can turn my camera on. It's not a problem. Give me 2 seconds, bro. How do I do this?
Yeah. Turn it on, man.
Turn the camera on, bro.
It's Dan Blizzarian. What's up, dude?
We out here, son. What's happening, bro? Out here, HEX coin, baby, right? We getting this HEX coin.
Yeah.
This is Ben Bazarian's brother, Dan Bazarian.
Bootleg version. Oh, I want to get myself a cigarette.
This is the UK Prime Minister.
Okay.
What's going on, guys? Anyway, what is this app?
This is the
UK what are you looking
ambassador.
For?
He's on YouTube live right now with 80 people. You can go on the YouTube and check it out. Wow, this is my dude from the UK. I'm trying to get him on to HEX as much as possible.
Oh, so we got you into crypto or no coiner or just not a Hexican yet?
I've got some ETH, but that's about it. I'll go through what I've got at the moment. In a moment, I'm just going to roll a cigarette. I'm gonna make a cigarette.
So you don't have any encapsulated stakes or any
look, I'll show you. Hang on. There's my KuCoin. I've got KuCoin and Coinbase. I use that to stake my shit.
You stake your shit.
I don't really fuck with crypto, to be honest.
Right on. Well, you need to get with Marcavelli here and get yourself some of that ETH into some HEX so that you can stake that shit and start making interest. Because that's what HEX does is you make more HEX with it. All the other coins just sit there.
That's what I've got $18 worth of ETH.
I don't know if you can even afford the fees right now, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think that's enough for the fees. You might not even be able to
honest,
buy
I
some
bought-
fucking rolling papers with $18.
No, I bought a lot of props though. You know about props? You know about props?
Props. No, what's props?
It's another crypto. It's like there's an app called YouNow, and you can get props from like streaming.
Yeah,
And
they're doing the cryptocurrency on streaming things. Like you can get paid, but you can cash it out, right?
yeah, I can cash it out.
Yeah.
I think mine's at 290 something pounds worth of props.
Yeah, it's getting
So that'd be like $350.
It's like Periscope, and they're paying people in cryptocurrency and getting a whole generation turned on to the idea of getting paid and using cryptocurrencies. It's on you now. We stream all the time on there. I'm on there like a lot. And me and him just fucking bullshit all the time. And I try to get him into HEX, and he doesn't hardly believe the mad gains.
No, it's not that I don't believe, bro. It's this. My mind ain't fucking with it, you know, for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you get yourself into it because it looks like you need to make some money, brother. Make some mad gains on your interest on your HEX, and turn that 18 into something else.
Yeah.
$18 of ETH.
Right on. Well, hey, I was just about ready to close the stream. Thanks for hanging out for a quick second, Dan. Appreciate you coming on, bro. Hey, Machiavelli, I got to get rolling, man. Everybody, cool. Thanks for coming. Get that no coiner in, man. Get him in. Get him into HEX and show him what it's up. And get him another $18 worth of ETH, so at least he can get $18 worth of HEX.
So he can send.
All right, everybody, have a good one. I'm gonna go hang out, and then maybe tonight I'll turn Richard's stream back on and listen to it. Take it easy, everybody. Thanks for coming.